Hey everyone, what's up? My name is Desiree and welcome to my channel, Desiree's Memories. This channel is basically about making an online scrapbook, basically for myself, but also trying to venture out into the vlogging kind of content creation kind of thing. I've always wanted to be a vlogger, but I felt like I was never good enough, or I felt like my life was too still to be able to maintain that. But I'm still going to try it anyway because there's no harm in trying. And so I decided to make this channel basically for both those reasons, to be able to be a vlogger, but also to be able to make it about wanting to make memories, not just so it could be a career. And I feel like that would be way easier for me. So welcome to the first episode of my ranting series. It is called Let Out My Words. This series is basically about me wanting to let out things that I want to say, and also basically to use it as a manifestation for good things to come into my life. And so I have a few topics that I want to talk about and to just release my fears, and hopefully that I will change and I will be better. And then this will sort of be somewhat of a self-reflection type thing, but online. And I hope that you guys will also feel relatable to any of the topics that I will talk about in this video. The topics I will talk about are changing myself, fears of not growing my channel, both my vlogging and my gaming channel, fear of staying in one place, fear of never growing, and staying scared to try things on my own. I will make sure to put a little timeline for the topics, and then that way you guys will be able to keep track of everything that's going on. Or if you guys want to go to certain topics that you guys only want to hear about, do whatever makes you comfortable. So I hope that you guys enjoy, and I hope that this will just So let's just get on to the ranting. So the first topic that I want to talk about is changing myself. So I wrote down some things for myself. Basically, they're not caring what people think, being more independent, being more disciplined, and caring more about my appearance. So first thing I want to talk about is not caring what people think. I have always been a person that has deeply cared about what other people think of me, whether it's about how I present myself in public, or what career that I'm choosing to take, or what direction I want to go for myself because I'm a certain age and because of how people in my certain age are going with their lives. I'm currently 22 years old and I'm at a mixed match decision of what I want to be doing in my life. I am deciding, I am going through so many things. One day I'm saying I want to be a content creator for gaming and for vlogging. Another day I decided to have a backup plan to go to college. One day I decided that I just want to sit around, not really do anything. Well, that's not really, I would like to have downtime, but I already have something right now that is good and stuff. I'm not gonna say that, but let's just say that it's good, okay? But the main concerns I have for my future is I don't know what to do, because genuinely I picked going to college to get my English degree for two little reasons. The first reason was mainly because I wanted to prove to people that I can go to college and I can stick to my word, and I can just do it, and I can graduate, and I can basically be the traditional adult. And that mainly stuck with caring about what people think. But I realized when I didn't go to college, when I was just mainly focusing on my gaming YouTube channel, I was genuinely having so much fun. It did get a little bit repetitive, into a sense of it started becoming a job, and I felt like it wasn't really gonna work out. But that's normal when you're doing something repetitively and when you're trying to make it grow into something more. It eventually turns into a job. But it's only my second term in college. Already I feel like I want to drop out, because it's not about the repetitiveness, it's not about the homework, it's about how school is just not for me, because this is my second time being in school, and already I feel like it's something I actually cannot go through with, because not only is it taking up my personal time and my family time, but I'm definitely prioritizing that more than when I first went to school and spending time with my friends. But I feel like it's stressing me out already. Once again, I'm already on my second term, and I get stressed out about talking about school in general. I have a program where I have a whole week to do my assignments, right? The first term, I managed to do my assignments on Monday only. This last week, I stretched out my whole assignments from Monday to today, which is Saturday, because I was genuinely stressed out about my classes. And it's only English classes, it's creative writing, but I literally felt like I was being asked too much. And I recently am starting something for my gaming channel. where I now have a Patreon page for my gaming channel for like behind the scenes and stuff. And I have a schedule where I post once a week. I'm already behind because I don't even have a video plan for what I want to do next. I don't have a post on my Patreon for having people decide what they want to see next for a possibility. I don't have anything. I don't even have anything for my editing software to be able to edit for this coming week. I feel like I am adding so much on, and it's because, once again, I am caring what other people think. I want to change that. I want to be a person that does whatever she wants to do. She doesn't care about anybody else's feelings if it's mainly about her. She doesn't care if she's going to have to be honest about people towards them, but it's probably going to hurt their feelings, but she knows that she's doing it from a good place, or that she's doing it to protect herself, and those people deserve it. There's definitely going to be moments where she has to think of others because it's appropriate, because you're human, because you care about people. But I'm not doing that. I want to change to where I don't want to be in college, so I don't want to think about how people are going to perceive me and my reputation, which is it's not even a thing yet, boo-boo. It's not a thing yet, honey. I'm still figuring myself out. I don't have a home yet. Like, I have a home. I don't have my own home. I don't have a car. I just got my license in August of last year. But I should not be thinking about how people are perceiving my life. Because then if I'm thinking that way, then I shouldn't even be a content creator. Because if I'm going to be a content creator, if I'm going to want to live happily how I want, I have to stop thinking about what other people think. I have to grow into my own skin and stay strong, confident, and know that what I'm doing is good for me and that nobody else has to be okay with it but myself. I want to be more independent. What I mean by that, I feel like I am not being as independent as I want to. There are other people in my age group that have their own cars, that have their own homes, that have very successful jobs, that are able to go on trips or even just little hang out with their friends without having to rely on somebody else for money or transportation. I want to be more independent. Basically, I do want my own transportation. I would like my own home. But I do want to be more independent in little ways right now, where I'm able to say I wanted to go out with my friends on just a random day. I want to be able to say, I can be able to make that time. I have the money. Let's go. I have the money, but it's mainly towards bills and stuff because everything is so high. But I want to be able to I just want to be more independent. I want to be able to be in and out. I want to be able to be more free. I want to feel like I am a little bird that is ready to fly. If you guys understand that. I want to feel like I'm able to explore my own city. That's what I mean by being more independent. I want to be able to feel like I can fly, or at least take little steps to fly. That's what I mean. Be more disciplined. What I mean by be more disciplined, I am currently on a weight loss journey. I have currently lost 40 pounds, I think. And throughout the journey, it's been really amazing to see what can actually happen with my body, which I always thought was in some way a myth, but it's actually amazing. But my discipline has gone downhill ever since these last few months because I decided to hang out with my friends a lot more in a way where they kept coming over to my house. And I was having a lot of fun, but I was not being disciplined enough. I was not sticking to my goal like I should. I kept eating junk food, having soda and juice. I didn't work out a lot because my room is really small, and so my friends and I would be just in my room, but I didn't have any other safe kind of place in the house where I could fully be able to work out. But once again, I need to learn not to let what other people think of me. So if I want to work out in the living room, in the den, in the loft, in the kitchen, I should just do it. But I want to be more disciplined. I want to stay on top of my diet. I want to drink the right things, like make sure my water intake is good enough. I want to eat enough protein and fiber. I want to be able to create a very structured and consistent, but easy enough to follow workout schedule for me. I used to work out 6 days out of the week, but now I only work out 5 days out of the week. I allow myself 2 rest days now, because 1 rest day I feel like is not enough for me anymore. I will probably go back to working out 6 days a week, but I might go even lower but I do want to be more disciplined with myself. I want to be a person that can be able to look at a pizza. If I want to get a pizza, I take 1 or 2 slices. That's discipline to me, to where I know my limits, to where I know I can self-indulge a little bit in some fun, but I don't go overboard because I still have that discipline. I still have those limitations that is set for myself, so I can still have fun, but also know not to stray away from my goals. And the final thing for this topic I want to talk about is care more about my appearance. What I mean by that, y'all see how I'm looking right now. But I'm not upset about this because I feel like this is a part of me. I love dressing comfy. I do. I love wearing my bonnet. I do. I wear my bonnet a lot on my TikTok. I do. But what I mean by care more about my appearance, I mean, I wish I was the person that effortlessly looked so good every single minute of every day. And it doesn't have to be so out of proportion where it's like I have a full face of makeup, my hair is perfectly flat ironed and styled, I have a really nice clean sense of style, and it's like I'm ready to go to the Met Gala or something every day. That's not what I mean. I mean by I wish I cared more about my appearance to where I would want to do basic, simple hygiene for my body, to not only take care of my body to make sure I'm still healthy, but to look nice appearance wise, to where I want to make sure my hair is nice into a little sleek bun, even though it's too short for that, or to just make sure it's appropriate, to make sure my skin is not dry and flaky, my skin is peeling. I think it's peeling a little bit on my nose. To where I smell not so good because I have like a bunch of smell goods all over my body, but at least it doesn't look dry, and that my attire is clean, because I don't want to look too comfy baggy all the time. Sometimes I want to look like those nice clean girls that have the nice white aesthetic, like beige aesthetic, you know, like that kind of stuff. But it's just within me right now. I'm acting like a guy where I just pick whatever is the most clean and just throw it on. But I want to look cute for myself every day so bad. I need to learn to do that. I need to learn that I'm not trying to dress up anybody, and just because it's something that I can do, but it's something that I want to do, something I want to do to better myself, to look more presentable, to look more appropriate. If I'm just going down the street to get some gas, or if I'm going to get groceries, or if I end up going to an event with my friends or by myself, I want to learn to care more about my appearance, so that way not only would I look acceptable and friendly to other people, and it's not about caring what other people think, it's about like having a general first impression thing, but I also want to care more and think like when I'm walking at a hallway and I glance at my reflection, I want to basically be like, okay girl, I see you. Facial snatch, we're all dewy, glowy. God bless America, ain't God good? Hallelujah. Like, I basically want to be like that. I want to feel like that about myself. I don't want to feel insecure whenever I'm on the phone talking to a potential crush. I don't want to feel insecure whenever something is going to happen to me where I'm going to talk to other people. I want to feel confident in my skin, and that has to start now. Next topic is fear of my channel not growing. So as you know, this vlogging channel that I'm doing right now, it is very new. I've definitely tried vlogging a lot over the years, and I always delete my videos, or I always delete my channel because I only post like one video and then I just leave it. But I want to change that today, this year, all the years to come, everything. I want to, like I say, I want to be more independent. I want to grow, and the only way to do that is to keep going. But I'm scared that I would invest my time into my vlogging channel and into my gaming channel, which is Chillax Simmer, by the way, if you guys want to go check that out. But I'm scared that I would be a channel to where it would stay in the low numbers for a very long time because I would probably not be classified as good enough. But I did have a talk with my mom and her husband recently, and they both said that this woman, she has a channel. she's been doing videos for a long time. I can't remember her name right now, but I will put her info in the description if I can be able to remember and be able to find her. Basically, she said, whatever your passion is, stick with it. Just start and then just keep going, because if your videos or your passion or your job, they won't do so well in the beginning, eventually you will be successful. You just got to keep going. And I am learning that with my gaming channel, but I'm just still having that fear of, say me, I quit being a college student and I continue to focus on my YouTube. I'm scared of that flopping. I'm scared of that not being bigger than I imagine it to be. I imagine my gaming and my vlogging channel being so big that I'm verified. I have a good set of amount of followers, from like 300,000 to even 1 million, because people enjoy my energy and what I bring to my audience as a content creator, and that could grow into bigger possibilities of me being an EA partner for Sims, possibly also being a influencer for other gaming, life simulation gaming games. I'm so sorry. Life simulation games, and for vlogging, being able to just live my life but be able to comfortably show you guys, because when I see people being able to vlog their lives freely, being themselves, it looks so fun. It looks like something that I can do, but I just don't know if I'm good enough and if my life is good enough to broadcast anyway, because like I say, I don't know what to make. For our first video, I know what to make, but then all the other videos going down, I don't know what to make, because I feel like my life is not as moving, like it's not moving as fast as other people's, like for vlogs, because people would be always going out the house. I don't do that. I stay in the house. I do. But I know that anything you do in life, no matter if you're getting up off your bed and cleaning your room, or making breakfast, lunch, or dinner, having a little workout, or even just brushing your teeth, is content. Anything is now content. So I have to learn that if I truly want this, I would have to be devoted to it. I'm just scared of it not being what I'm thinking it can and will be. The next topic is fear of staying in one place. So as you can see, I'm in my room right now. It's Saturday. I'm a 22-year-old and it's Saturday and I'm in my house. I'm scared of staying in one place. What I mean is, I'm scared of never getting my own apartment, of staying in my mom's house, which is honestly not bad according to how the economy is right now, because trying to get your own place is like trying to pay an iPhone full. I'm scared of never letting my wings fly. Metaphorically, you know, when people are saying it's time for the baby bird to fly out of the nest, I'm scared of never learning to fly or never letting myself fly. I'm scared of always letting my days just be wide open and not really achieving my goals. Of basically, you know, when they're actually doing something, their days are filled with something no matter what. Not filled to the brim, but you have to do something every day. Whether it's like you have to do a little errand, or you have to do something for work, or you have to do something for yourself, but it's always something every day. And like, you have 1 to 2 free time for yourself only, not like for you hanging out with your friends, but like it's like you have a social life and a work life added together, instead of it just being an empty social life. Or not empty, but like, it's where, let me like, here's a calendar. What I mean by active: Monday, Wednesday, Thursday is like when you have work, or work, errand, and then like Tuesday and Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's like your free time where you're able to do like errands around the house, or errands for outside for what you need to buy, like grocery shopping or even clothes shopping, and like friend time and family time. That's what I mean about active. Or even some of those free days or some of those work days, you have time to yourself. But I feel like how my schedule is, it's just open. Like, I have nothing planned, because I don't mainly do anything except what I mainly do for work is in the house. I feel like I'm not being productive enough. So that's what I mean, a fear of staying in one place. I'm scared that what I'm doing right now currently is helping me right now with my living situation, but I feel like what I'm doing is also not enough for me to grow. That's why I am in that headspace of what people are thinking about me, which is making me go into college. And also I'm thinking about what I want to do, which is the gaming thing. It's like my head is wiring so much about everything when really I shouldn't even be worrying about this, because once again, I'm very young. I am 22 years old. Just because I've been an adult for 2 years does not mean I should just all of a sudden have things figured out. No ma'am. No ma'am. Just because there are people my age who are going to New York or Washington, have their own cars, just now getting their own apartments, having their career laid out, doesn't mean that it all of a sudden just took a night. It probably meant that either they figured out what they want to do and it's actually something they want to do because they managed to stuck it out and they did it when they were very young, or they were able to do it but they had help along the way. But everybody's life, everybody's upbringing to adulthood is different. My best friend right now, she's just now starting to be going into that level of independency. I feel like I'm stuck. I know that I won't be stuck. I know this is just a momentary fear. But don't you ever feel like you're not going to get out of this? Don't you feel like you're going to be stuck in that one position that you are currently in, whether it's your job or whether it's your living situation, or whether you're trying hard with your goals and your aspirations and your dreams, but nothing is moving, or it's moving so slowly that it doesn't even look like progress at all? That's what I'm feeling right now. But I know that fear is something you need to face head on and that it will go away. I just hope to the Lord that I will be patient enough, because fear is a virtue. Patience is a virtue. I know that. And I know that when I overcome something, I will come out 10 times stronger. A part of this topic, it seems like it's the same thing, is fear of never growing, which is basically never chasing after my dreams and goals and aspirations and everything. My goal is to get a car and my own place and figure out what career I want to pursue. I definitely want to own a bookstore one day when I'm older, because I really love books. I love reading. Writing is awesome, but I feel like that's not in the cards for me. But definitely reading. Oh my gosh. Literally, I'm so serious. I can read every day, all day, freely. I've been doing that since 2017. I am not kidding. Thank you, Wattpad. I wish you were sponsored, but you're not, but it's okay because we'll get there eventually. But I really want to be able to have my dream self look back at this moment and say, I wish I could tell her that she had nothing to worry about, that everything will happen when it's meant to happen, and everything that happened will always shape up to who you are now, who your dream self is. It is okay to feel scared. It is okay to feel like you are stuck. It is okay to feel like you're not really doing anything. When the opportunity comes, which it will, I know you will take it on head first. I know you will be confident. I know that you will do it. You will succeed. Because my dream self, she is caring about her appearance, from basic hygiene, about her teeth, her skin, her clothes, her attitude, to where she lives, whether it's a one studio apartment but it looks lavish as heck, or even a penthouse. I am not greedy, just as long as I can be able to live somewhere safe, no bad neighbors, a really good neighborhood, and I can be able to afford my rent. I am peachy keen, handy dandy. Hallelujah. And my lifestyle is that I can be able to do things like going out to eat, going to a concert. I've never been to a concert either. I would love to go to a concert so freaking bad. Oh my gosh. Imagine going to a Teddy Swims concert. That would be heaven. Heaven. I'm in heaven. There's so much I can do. Y'all need to watch Green Mile if you haven't even heard that song. It's on Green Mile with Tom Hanks on it, and we all love Tom Hanks, so go check that out, please. But I feel I can see that in my head. I'm a person that has her career down on lock, and I'm not gonna lie, it's my main career is content creating, but my little side thing that I can be able to go to whenever I want is my bookstore. I can see that. I see myself with my nice white furniture with a little bit of black and brown but I like to call it caca because of my friend Marisabel, which I love you so much, and thank you so much for calling that color caca, because I can't stop calling them that now. I can't stop, I'm serious. But I also am able to know how my style is, which is simple and comfy, but also not too comfy to where it looks like I'm just always at the house all the time, but it's comfy to where it looks like I am a woman that knows that she's the boss, that knows she is confident, that I am that boss woman, that I got my career, my money on lock, okay? That it's like I have myself put together, but it's not so skin tight to where it's a second skin, but it's not comfy enough to where I look like a trash bag. I hope that makes sense. It's that nice in the middle, and that my colors aren't mainly dark. I want to have a nice variety of colors in my wardrobe as well, but I keep forgetting that whenever I go clothes shopping. That I want to be able to have my place, and that it looks like it's mine, that I won't have the fear of not being able to pay my rent on time, or that if I even have the rent, that I'm able to color my walls, paint them whatever I want, and not having the fear of not being able to see these walls again. Being able to put roots down, but still also being free enough to know that I can be able to go anywhere else, but still know that I have my roots down somewhere else and that it's not going away. I'm not asking to be like a super famous person and to have like $1 million in my bank account, even though that would be nice. Like the $1 million in my bank account, that would be nice. That would be nice. Like, hi, let's all go to Milan, let's go shopping. To where I have enough money to where I'm able to get a meal when I want, like whether that's from McDonald's or where if I all of a sudden wanted to, if I have to save a little bit, that's fine. But if I wanted to have to save a little bit just to go to Gordon Ramsay in Vegas, like that's fine, like period. But to be able to have that kind of way where I'm able to say, hey, you want to go get some food at Wingstop, or hey, you want to go to Chipotle, or hey, you want to go like to Bella's Cafe, wherever you want to go, let's go. To where I'm able to have to be able to say I can be able to do this. That's what I really want and aspire to have in my life, and I hope that that is actually something that will happen, genuinely happen. That feels nice to say. Jeez. And my final topic is staying scared to do things on my own. Ever since I was little, basically 3, that was when my mom and my biological dad got divorced, and I mainly stayed with my mom ever since. Yes, I did see my dad a couple times when I was a child, but he moved to LA and I stayed with my mom, and we are not in LA. And so it's been mainly just my sisters and my mom, and we've been so close that we worry for each other's safety all the time. Not to a point where it's like concerning, but it's like if we end up wanting to be independent and wanting to do our own things, or if we want to try something new and it's very public, but we're aware of the dangers of the world, especially for with our friends, we are very worried about each other's safety. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to make sure that the person you care about, that their safety is intact, that they are going to be okay once they leave the house and once they come back. But I feel like because we worry so much about each other's safety and the dangers of what the world is, I feel like I am now too scared to do things on my own. I'm scared to travel alone. I'm scared to drive alone, mainly as simple as going to the grocery store or even wanting to travel by myself, even to LA to see my biological dad. I'm scared to do that. I'm scared to go to events alone, like Foodie Land, or wanting to go to a One Direction event, or wanting to go to this movie theater. I'm scared to do that by myself. I'm scared to literally do anything by myself because the dangers of the world that is in place now, it seems like as a woman, especially a Black woman, but just a woman in general alone, it is scary to be by yourself, especially at night. What time is it? It's 7:20. Whoa. But it's very concerning because as a woman, we can't do anything ourselves, literally, because there's a species called human men that don't know how to take no for an answer. I'm doing my godmama move. What I mean by this, I'm trying not to get irked by this, okay? But I'm gonna get irked because I'm trying to show you guys who I truly am, so then that way we can get comfortable with each other, you know, like so we can be vibing, you know, like So what I mean by this, I've seen a lot of things on social media and the news where women would say no to men because they won't give their number, where women would just be walking by themselves, either trying to get to a place or getting back home, or trying to just mind their business And these species called men would bother women. They would follow them if they were walking. They would try to follow them into their home, especially because I've seen like videos of that. They would take advantage of women when they are seeming to be drunk. They would try to man spread, but when women are trying to move away from them, they would either scooch and then man spread even farther, or just man spread even farther to make sure they're touching them. I've even seen videos of men being very nasty and doing something in public, mind you, and people can literally see what they're doing. It's genuinely scary to be out of the house as a woman, especially by yourself. That's why I'm scared to do things by myself now. At first, when I was a child, I thought, I'm gonna grow out of this. The world isn't so bad. Like, yeah, people do some questionable things, but it's not too bad. You know, like I'm gonna be able to do things by myself. I'm tired. I want to be able to go to a concert by myself. I want to go grocery shopping by myself. I want to drive by myself. I want to be able to do certain things by myself. But I feel like it's so scary with what in the world that we're living in, that we can't literally even be in our own peace by ourselves. That's what I feel personally. But I'm hoping that me starting this series for myself will help me to see what I want to work on myself. We'll be able to point good manifestations out into the universe so I can be able to better my life and better opportunities can come to where I can see myself progressing, to where I can be able to see change, but also let my feelings out at the same time. Because I feel comfortable with airing out my dish to the internet, to be able to just let out my feelings. I feel comfortable with that. I've done that many times on Instagram and TikTok, and people do not care. I do not care. This is the one thing that I actually don't let people, like, where I actually don't care about people, you know, like I'm actually like, I dare you to say something. I dare you. That way we can have an actual adult conversation and we can be communicative. It's communicative. That don't sound right. Either it's communicative or y'all know what I mean. Y'all know what I mean. That word is so hard to say, but y'all know what I mean. But that we have that communication. Wow. But I'm hoping that I will be able to see just myself growing from this. That I'll be able to have fun and be able to show my true vlogger self and be able to be like, I made this video, I made this video, I made this video. But it's also not about me making it a career to where it's like, oh, well, all of a sudden I'm just gonna stop because this is too much. But to where it's like a mix of being a vlogger, but also making it about myself and wanting to make memories, but also showing it to people, because why not? Because actually making an online scrapbook is actually very helpful, especially for my memory, because I know there's some things I did in this world that were really fun, but I forgot. Like, y'all, in the middle of conversations, I be forgetting what I say. So I know this will be helpful for my memory. Woo. But I feel better saying this and also talking with my mom priorhand. I think I'm finna drop out of college, y'all. Like, oh my gosh. I honestly can. I'm gonna give it one more term, and I'm also going to try it like with one class a term, see how that goes. If that ends up working, but I'm still able to do my gaming and my vlogging, oh honey, you best believe I'm gonna be doing that. But I honestly feel like content creation for me, especially with my gaming, is the way to go. Will it take time? Yes. Which is probably a way of me learning about patience, which I need desperate learning of, because patience is not in the guides for me. Ooh. So that is mainly my topic. That is all my topic. Yeah. So thank you so much for watching my first episode of Let My Words Out. And thank you for being here and for listening. If you relate to any of these topics or anything that I have said, thank you, because that means we're not alone. That means we're gonna ride this together. We're gonna do it, boo-boo. We're gonna do it. Wakanda forever. I miss Chadwick Boseman. Oh my gosh. But thank you so much for just being here, and I hope that you guys I hope that you guys are having a good day or night. I hope I didn't put a damper to anybody, but I hope that you will guys continue to strive to be your best selves, achieve your dreams and your goals, and to get what you want out of this life. Thank you so much. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.